everyone. A little bit late this evening. I was out enjoying the day with my kiddos and some family. So anyways, today we're going to discuss the differences between nursing pads and collection cups. So traditionally, women have used nursing pads, and that's just a pad to put inside your bra. Some women like the reusable ones. Once it gets soaked, then you toss it in the wash and reuse it. Other women really like the disposable ones. Just like a regular pad, peel the sticky tabs off, stick it to the inside of your bra. Now, I did use both of these with my first because that's all that I knew about. And they're a pain, and they're kind of grody because you're like, ooh, it's all soggy. And anyways, you all feel my pain. You know what it's about. And I just kept thinking, gosh, I wonder how much milk I'm losing. So between the 18 months of stopping with my first and starting with my second, I found out about collection cups. That's right, collection cups. Now, if you've been through the page, you've seen that I think it was Tuesday, I shared 2 different kinds of collection cups that I've used. And I do have reviews on both. I've used round ones, and you put them inside your bra, and your nipple goes inside of it, and it creates a seal around your nipple, and you just leak into that. And then you would use that and pour it into a bottle and save it for later, or feed immediately, however you may choose to do it. And then I shared one that's more of like a almost like a rounded triangle shape, and that one was my favorite. That's the Lacti cups. So the purpose of the collection cup would be to collect your letdowns or your leaking, especially while you're regulating, because you lose so much and your nipples just leak like nobody's business because they have no idea what they're doing because they're still regulating, right? So actually that's how I built up a lot of my stash, was with collection cups in the very beginning. I shouldn't say a lot, but I should say I collected, half ounce, and at a time between the 2 sides, and that can be really useful, especially in the beginning when they're taking such small amounts at a time. And it's not wasted, right? Because every drop is gold, right? So I really, really, really highly recommend them for the purpose of saving the milk. That is the biggest selling point for me. The other selling point for me, another reason I liked it, is because if you think about wearing wet clothes all day, right? You end up smelling musty. Now think of wearing wet, milky clothes. Even more funky smelling. Nobody ever told me I smelled, but I always felt a little funky. And if you were a big leaker, then you were constantly changing them. And let's say you're out in public or at work or whatever, and you did use the reusable ones, now you got a baggie of just milk, soggy milk, right? Soggy milk pads. And that's no fun to travel with. But the collection cups is nice because you can just dump it right into a bottle, put the cap on, throw it in the fridge, the cooler, whatever, and save it. Another reason I like the collection cups is because, again, it's reusable. You just throw it in the wash or hand wash it, whatever you're choosing. Reuse it. They're awesome. And you're not building up bacteria around your nipple, potentially causing thrush, which can be painful and itchy. And not only would you have it, but you potentially could give it to your baby if your baby is nursing. If you did have thrush, your thrush on your nipples would look different than the thrush inside your baby's mouth. Thrush on your nipples would be bright red, and they would burn, and pumping would be excruciating, and nursing would be excruciating. I had it. It sucks. I had it with my first, and honestly, looking back, that's actually why I gave up my journey. I couldn't do the pain. I had no idea that I had a problem, though. I didn't know what thrush was. I didn't know it was a thing. But inside your baby's mouth will be white spots that you cannot wipe away. Like, scrape at it. If it doesn't go away, it's thrush. If you can scrape at it and it goes away, it's probably like milk or whatever. So, something to think about. Like I said, the collection cups are nice though because you really save that milk. Now, the downside is at nighttime. Obviously, while you're sleeping, you could leak. So I don't recommend it while you go to bed. During bed, I liked to sleep on a towel and have the nursing pads in there during bedtime, just because I don't want to leak all over myself and waste that milk. I mean, either way, it's wasting the milk, but sleeping with plastic just doesn't sound that pleasant. But I did like the rounded triangle shape better. It looked more natural inside my bra, so I didn't feel so like on display. I didn't feel like everybody was staring at me. And I like the Lacti cups too because they've got a silicone topper that goes in it. And then what's also convenient about that topper is that it doubles as a way to like pin your shirt, hold your shirt up for you. So that's really nice. So Lacti cups was my favorite for comfort, for the way it looked while it was in your clothes, and the fact that it had a topper. The other ones that I ran across and used didn't have toppers, so it's just an open hole. So another thing to consider, but there's my take on the differences between nursing pads and collection cups. So hopefully you learned something new today. Give it a thought as to what route might be the best for you. Explore all the routes because after all, we're all different, right? So what worked for me might not work for you, but give it a go, see what you come up with, and let us know. Be sure to like and follow, share with your friends, and I will share that link again with the different cups that I've tried. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.